Example 5, we have an interesting problem. There's a cruise ship arriving at the Cayman Islands port of Georgetown, and it's being pulled by 2 tugboats. The total force of the tugboats that exert along the axis of the ship is 6,000 tons. So I'll make this wonderful cruise ship for you right here. There's some smokestacks there for you. And what's happening here is there's 2 tugboats, and this is a little bit tricky because each tugboat is responsible for 3,000 tons. Kind of a gotcha on this one because it's 6,000, but there's 2 tugboats, so each one's responsible for half of that. Each tugboat is 20 degrees from the axis of the ship. What is the tension in tons on the tow lines? Okay. So we can draw these tow lines here, and we actually don't. I mean, we could draw 2 of them, but we just have to figure out the tension on one of them, and the angle there would be 20. And so here's the other one. Now, to me, this gets a little bit confusing because I've written some stuff in there, and it's just not. The diagram is getting too busy. So if I rewrite this, I know that this is 3,000 newtons. I'm just going to do 1 because that's all we need to really figure out. And then this guy is going to be 20 degrees, and we're wondering what is x. So with these vectors here, we know we're going to form a right triangle, and so we can use that to figure out what the value of x is. So if we take a look at this guy, 20 degrees, we've got the adjacent, and we need to know the hypotenuse. So the cosine is the one we want to use. Cosine of 20 degrees is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So if we solve this, we'll have 3,000 divided by the cosine of 20 degrees. So we can go to our calculator and type that in. 3,000 divided by the cosine of 20. That'd be 3192.5, so 3193 maybe. So x is about 3193, and that's in tons. Probably an important thing to figure out if you're a tugboat and you want to know if the line's going to snap. I suppose, I mean, I've never worked on a tugboat before, but I suppose all the lines have, ratings, and perhaps, maybe, if you're pulling a very large ship, you might have to do a calculation like this.